If you train jiu-jitsu and you're sick of cookie cutter workouts that leave you gassed out on the mat, listen up. I'm about to break down a 3-day training split that builds full body strength, explosive power, and that lean athletic look, all without wrecking your recovery. We're training full body 3 times a week. Each day has a specific focus on power, strength, muscle building, and muscular endurance. This structure helps you build key qualities you need for jiu-jitsu: explosiveness, durability, and capacity. This isn't just random lifting, and it hits the entire body in a smart, efficient way. Here's how every session is built. There's 5 parts to each workout, but one goal: making you a better grappler. By the way, if you're serious about getting strong for BJJ, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. I post weekly workout tips and performance content to help you level up on and off the mat. We kick things off with power work, developing speed, reactivity, and explosiveness. You'll use plyometrics and medicine ball throw variations. Sometimes I combine both. For plyos, I like to choose 1 to 2 exercises per. The first one is quick hops. This is where I'm not focused on jumping super high, but being really quick off the ground and being very reactive. So things like toe hops, split exchange leaps, split stance leaps, side to side jumps. The next category are max effort jumps. So these are when I'm jumping for height. I'm trying to attack the ground and jump as high as I can. So these are things like leaps, split exchanges, but instead of focus on just quickness, I'm going to be quick off the ground, but I'm going to explode up as high as I can. This is going to build max power and explosiveness. The category of plyometrics is deep tier jumps. These are low intensity jumps, so I'm not trying to jump super high, but when I land, I'm going to try to land in the deepest range of motions I can. So essentially, I'm kind of using gravity to work on some hip mobility and explore these deep ranges of motions. So this would be leaps where I land through a jump squat. This would be jumping split variations, jumping lunge variations, that sort of thing. I usually like to do about 10 to 20 jumps per exercise. Just as a note, you usually can tolerate more of the quick jumps and the deep tier plyometrics versus the ones where you jump really high. Those are going to be more stressful, so the volume should be a little less. For medicine ball throw variations, I like exercises like medicine ball slams, rotational slams, chest pass, rotational wall throws. I'd like to do between 5 to 10 reps for 3 to 5 sets for about 30 seconds of rest in between, focus on throwing as hard as I can. Next, we're going to hit heavy lower body lifts. Usually each workout, I rotate between these 2 types of lower body lifts. Knee dominant lifts like squats, leg presses, split squats. Hip dominant lifts like trap bar deadlifts, RDLs, and hip thrusters. Heavy but clean. Focus on 3 or 4 hard working sets, 3 to 5 reps, resting 2 minutes between each set. Make sure you choose movements that you can perform well and that don't wreck your joints. Here, an upper body superset. 1 push and 1 pull exercise. Some examples would be a dumbbell press with a chin up, a push up with some ring rows, dips with some pull downs. I usually like to do 6 to 12 reps per movement for 30 seconds between exercises, 90 seconds between supersets, and about 3 or 4 total working sets. Then we're going to superset a lower body exercise with an upper body exercise. So if you started the workout with a squat, we're going to do a hip hinge exercise like an RDL or a hip thruster. With a deadlift variation, we're going to most likely do a single leg variation like a split squat, step up, something like that. Do 3 or 4 sets for about 6 to 12 reps, rest for 90 seconds in between supersets, and 30 seconds between exercises. Last, we either hit an arm circuit, crank up the conditioning. For the arm circuit, I like to do 1 curl variation, 1 tricep exercise, and either a shoulder exercise like a shoulder raise or some type of loaded carry like a farmer's walk. Do about 10 to 15 reps, 2 or 3 rounds, rest for about a minute in between rounds. If you're doing loaded carries, I'd probably do between 30 to 60 seconds. Now, doing the arm circuit is going to be great for building lean muscle in the upper body. It's also going to be great for building more endurance, increasing your choking strength, conditioning. We're going to keep it very simple. Pick exercises that we can be really explosive with, and these exercises are ones we should actually be able to do very well. Things like kettlebell swings, air bike sprints, intervals on the rope slams. Go 10 to 15 seconds as hard as you can. Rest between 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Do this for 5 to 10 rounds. Based on your level of conditioning, how fast you're going to recover is going to be different. If you have good condition, you probably can recover between 60 seconds. You might need 2 minutes if your condition isn't the best. Over time, you should be able to decrease your rest time. Two really important things when you're doing interval training like this. You gotta make sure that you're actually going all out. You're resting enough so you can go all out each time. The problem is, if you cut your rest too short, what happens is you're not going to be going as explosive for each round. What happens is the first couple rounds are real intense, but because you're not recovering well, the rest of the rounds that they become low quality. You're not going as hard. So again, the key is go as hard as you can and give yourself enough rest so you can repeat that effort. So we keep that effort very high intensity. That's the 3-day full body plan. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. By the way, if you want me to personalize kind of training for you, goals, your body, and your jiu-jitsu schedule, check out my one-on-one coaching program. I'll put the link in the description.